Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast.
From undrafted free agent to 7-year NFL pro to playing in the Super Bowl, defensive tackle Kevin Givens has been an absolute home run and what I would consider the 49ers' best draft class in their Kyle Shanahan, John Lynch tenure. That 2019 season where they drafted Nick Bosa, Deebo Samuel, Dre Greenlaw, just three absolute studs. They also got a little bit extra gravy on top, and that's Kevin Givens as an undrafted free agent. So is he technically draft class part of that? Not really, but this guy has been just the meat and potatoes. Man, the food allergies are strong. It must be lunchtime. He just gets the job done from a technician standpoint. An undersized defensive tackle, right? 6'1", 285, wears jersey number 90. He's small. He's a slasher and kind of a matchup-dependent defensive tackle. But this guy has played some quality snaps, had some legendary moments with the 49ers, whether it's recovering a fumble versus the Rams in a huge win or a huge stop on Thanksgiving against Seattle. Like, this guy has just been there and provided veteran depth at a position that has no veteran depth this year. You look at the defensive tackle, you go out and you draft not one but two defensive tackles. You bring in an undrafted free agent defensive tackle, and then even your backups you're bringing up from last year are 1 and 2 years, NFL players. You just don't have veteran players on this defensive tackle group. It is Jordan Elliott and it's Kevin Givens. That's it. The rest, all young pups. So it's hard when you're talking about just this feed of defensive tackles that you're trying to get these young pups brought up. Kevin Givens and Jordan Elliott are going to play a pivotal role, not necessarily with just their snaps and game day, but much more importantly, just the leadership and development of those young bucks in the room. Now, he's quick. He ran a 5.08 40. He's 28 years old, so a little bit long in the tooth. 10-yard splits a 1.59. That is off the charts incredible. In fact, it's better than Aaron Donald's. Like, this dude's burst is great. 7.63 cone, that's not great. 31-inch vertical, okay. 9.7 broad jump, whatever. But 32 bench press reps. So, undersized, quick burst, upper body strength. It makes sense. You enter in all of his measurables, Kevin Givens. These are his comps. Maurice Hurst, Johnny Newton, Ed Oliver, Grady Jarrett. Like, this undersized, strong kind of technician that, didn't get drafted. I really thought he should have, and obviously you played in the NFL for 7 years. Dude probably should have been a 4th-round pick with what he's done, 3rd, 4th-round guy. 100% outperformed where, as a priority free agent. From Pennsylvania, played at Altoona High School, the Mountain Lions. Stayed in state, went to Penn State. And, he played defensive end and fullback in high school. Was an all-state player on defense and rush for 317 yards, 6 touchdowns as a fullback. Gotta love the fullback love. Was invited to the 2015 Big 33 Classic. Goes to Penn State. All Big Ten freshman. Started contributing right away. Won the Jim O'Hara Award, which Penn State gives to the player with exemplary conduct, loyalty, interest, attitude, and improvement. Just checking a lot of boxes. Has a criminology degree, and, man, has just been with the Niners forever. He's a Coach Kuseric favorite on that defensive tackle, and, man, just does his job. Not the splashiest guy, but he's got some pass rush upside, and my favorite thing about him, he anchors versus the double team better than any other defensive tackle they have, which is crazy because he's the smallest. It's not about size. He does have the strength, but you will see on tape, we've done every single defensive play for 4 consecutive seasons. You'll see him. He does the classic reach out, pulls his palms in against the double team, takes a knee, gets skinny, turns to the side, and anchors. It doesn't matter if you're pushing them back, but if you do not concede ground against a double team, linebackers get to play free. I really wish other players on the 49ers roster would learn this because it is a skill. It is not a trait. You have to work on it. It's not a talent. You just got to work on it. And the fact that he's the smallest guy, defensive tackle room, but still is one of the better against the double team, I think is hilarious. Had a strong year last year, but then had back-to-back injuries, strained his groin, missed some time, comes back, then tears his pec, gets placed on IR. He has had some injuries. Had an ankle sprain in 2021, missed some games, had a knee MCL sprain in 2022, and then the 2 injuries last year. But as an undrafted free agent, you've gotten your money and then some. And if healthy, this gives you time to allow the young rookies, Alfred Collins, CJ West, to develop into what they need to be. You're not forced to rely on them playing, 50, 60 snaps early on, as long as you have a guy like Kevin Givens around that can play certain snaps against certain teams and allow those young bucks to develop instead of being overfed and kind of stunt their growth. Kevin Givens gives you that luxury. I wish we had more guys like him. Now, you look at his career, Kevin Givens, for his career, again, since 2019, but he didn't play his first year. So technically 6 years playing time, but he's been in the NFL for 7. He had 1 tackle his first year. Then 2020, 19 tackles, 5 tackle for losses, 1 sack. He had 1 start in 13 games. 2021, 17 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, forced fumble, no starts, but played in 13 games. 2022, 20 tackles, 7 tackle for loss, 2 sacks and a pass breakup, 11 starts, played in 13 games. 2023, 22 tackles, 3 tackle for loss, 1.5 sacks, fumble recovery, pass breakup, 1 start, 17 games. The only time 2023 that he played in all 17 games. Then last year, 1 start, 8 games, 11 tackles, 2 tackle for loss, 3.5 sacks though. So career high in sacks, only played half the season. And if you're like, man, dude, if this dude can contribute 3.5 to 5 sacks as a rotational guy, sign me up. And he anchors against a double team. You can put him out there against the run. He can rush the passer. Man, he's developing into somebody that deserves playing time. Really does. Signed a 1-year, $2 million fully guaranteed deal. Did you hear that? Fully guaranteed deal. He's going to be on this roster if he's healthy. Might be on the PUP, but I doubt it with the pec tear. Defensive tackles usually come back pretty good from that. Has a $1.1 million cap hit this year. Now, career earnings for an undrafted free agent to play 7 years in the NFL, I thought it'd be a little bit higher. $6.4 million is what he's made, but $2 million fully guaranteed on top of that this year. That's nice. So that's going to jump up. 14 career starts, 65 games played in Kevin Givens' career. I love it. And again, what he was able to do last year, had a 68.2 pass rush grade. I like it. You need these types of guys. Not sexy and not a lot of star power and whatever else. And a lot of people probably don't even know who jersey number 90 is on the 49ers. But, man, these are the types of guys that provide quality depth, help you in the third, fourth quarter, help you in that last month of the season, and just provides better quality football across the board. Now, look at the depth chart. 49ers almost always keep 5 defensive tackles, sometimes 6. So if you look at the locks, Alfred Collins lock, CJ West lock, Jordan Elliott lock, Evan Anderson lock, that's 4. Kevin Givens doesn't really belong in this tier of locks, even though it's fully guaranteed. But I don't think he's fighting for a spot either. If he's healthy, he's going to be the 5th defensive tackle. The 2 guys behind him, Kalia Davis, Sebastian Valdez, undrafted free agent. You're hoping Sebastian Valdez is the next Kevin Givens. What's that going to look like? Could one of those guys upseat and jump Kevin Givens? I doubt it. And even if they do outperform, I think you keep 6 defensive tackles. You're only keeping 5. Kevin Givens is in. If you're keeping 6, 100% in. He's going to be a rotational piece. He's going to impact this season, and you're hoping you get those 5 to 7 spark plays, whether tackle for losses, sacks, quarterback hits, forced fumbles, things like that. Kevin Givens, not sexy, but man, these are the guys that make the NFL quality teams just perform at their level. Love this dude, and I hope he has his entire career. How cool would it be if Kevin Givens is going to turn into a decade, 49er? That would make me happy. 7 seasons already, only got 3 more to go. 28 years old. Man, keep going, Kevin. Appreciate Josh, Ben, and Zach, executive producers of this series. For us in the 49ers Rush team, we're going to keep counting them down.